So you're about to get your braces off and you want to know what to expect. Well, in today's video, we're going to dive into 5 things that you should know before, during, and after getting your braces off. So let's go. What's up, guys? Dr. Greg here, back with yet another episode of Braces Explained. I hope you guys have all been doing awesome and had a great week. You guys absolutely crushed on that last video about things to know to get your braces off quicker. So on that note, I wanted to make kind of a continuation today on things that you can expect, or tips and things that you should know before getting your braces off. Because a lot of people before they get their braces on are wondering, what do I expect? But there's not a lot of videos online about what you can expect to get your braces off. So that's exactly what we're going to dive into in today's video. But first, before we move on, you guys know what to do. Go down there and give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I don't usually ask this, but if you know someone that would enjoy this video, go ahead and share it with them so that they can find it as helpful as you do. Alright, so let's get started. As always, we're going to have the timestamps out in this corner so you can jump ahead wherever you want in today's video. But let's first start off with what to expect on the day you get your braces off. When you first get your braces off, the way it works is that your orthodontist will go around and pop the brackets off of your teeth. And this is a lot like if you've ever had a broken bracket, it's just like that. It doesn't hurt to get the braces off. What can be a little bit uncomfortable though is if you have sensitive teeth or you haven't been maintaining good hygiene for the past couple of weeks, months, days, what have you, then your gums might be a little bit puffy, and when we go through to remove the glue using our drill, you might experience a little bit of sensitivity. And not only will you have a little bit of sensitivity, but if you have puffy gums that are really inflamed, they might bleed a little bit or a lot bit depending on how bad your hygiene is. So my biggest advice to make it so that your braces off appointment is as smooth as possible is to maintain excellent hygiene throughout your entire braces journey as well as towards the end. And if you're someone that's prone to sensitivity, you should definitely check out some Sensodyne toothpaste. I'm going to have a link in the description of today's video to that type of toothpaste. So if you were prone to having sensitive teeth, you might benefit from getting a tube of this stuff and using it really religiously for the weeks coming up to getting your braces off so that you don't have sensitivity when we're removing your braces. On that note of maintaining excellent hygiene, you want to make sure that you're brushing properly, flossing, and using a water pick. And I'm going to put a link to my favorite products again in the description of the video, so if you want to check those out, feel free. But I have a bunch of videos on this channel that talk about maintaining great hygiene. But if you do a great job brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth, water picking, and using a Sensodyne toothpaste before getting your braces off, you should be good to go and you shouldn't experience any pain getting your braces off. The last thing I want you guys to do is have an uncomfortable experience on the last step of your braces journey. So please maintain great hygiene so that this doesn't happen to you. Now, let's move on to the second tip or thing that you can be aware of when you get your braces off. And this is the feeling that your teeth will feel. Whatever that means. It's basically what your teeth will feel like when you get your braces off. And they're going to feel really slimy. And this is totally normal. It's not like your teeth have gotten any slimier since you got your braces on, but your lips got so used to the braces and the brackets being there that when we take the brackets off and we clean off your teeth, it almost feels like your tongue can glide over your teeth. It's just that your tongue and your lips aren't used to feeling your teeth. So at first you might feel a little bit weird because you haven't felt your teeth in 1 year or 2 years or however long you're in braces. But this is totally normal and to be expected. So don't worry about it. It will go away in a little bit of time. You just have to get used to your teeth again. And the third thing I want to talk about when getting your braces off is something that might not happen to everyone, but it's a serious problem if it does occur to you. Now, some of this is reversible and some of it isn't, but I'm talking about puffy gums and those white spots on your teeth when you get the braces off. Like I said, if you've been doing really well with your brushing and flossing throughout your braces journey and following the advice that we've talked about on this channel, this shouldn't occur to you. But if you haven't been, you might have really puffy gums or white spots around your teeth. The good news is the puffy gums most of the times will totally go away. And the way it'll go away is if you maintain really good brushing and flossing habits after your braces are off. So make sure you get your fluoridated toothpaste and really are brushing your gums, and maybe even using some warm saltwater rinses to decrease the inflammation and bacterial load in your mouth. But the white spot lesions are something that could be a little bit more serious. These may go away just like the puffy gums, but there's a chance that they will not go away. What these white spots are is that they're early cavities forming on your teeth around the braces. And like we've talked about in previous videos, a lot of bacteria and plaque can build up around the braces. That's why it's really important to brush your teeth meticulously when you have braces on. Because when you have these early cavities, if it's really minor and not that deep in the tooth, these white spots will reverse by using a fluoridated toothpaste and it'll like remineralize your tooth. But if it's a little bit deeper and it's actually like a cavity forming, they won't go away on their own. And this is when you have to go and see your general dentist, and they might have a bunch of different ways to treat it. If it's really bad, they might need to actually do a filling. But sometimes if it's superficial, they can do things called resin infiltration. And those are things where they basically can fill that area of your tooth so that it doesn't have those white spots showing. Like I said, these puffy gums and white spot lesions can go away on their own sometimes, but I don't want to promise you that they'll always go away without the help of you and your general dentist. Which brings me to the fourth thing that you should know when getting your braces off. And this is something that's 100% in your hands. When you get your braces off, your teeth are the most likely to shift right then and there. Because if you can imagine, these teeth were moved through the bone to a new position, but there's basically a trail within the bone of where these teeth came from. So your teeth are going to want to stretch back to where they were. That's why it's really important to wear your retainer when you get your braces off. And the type of retainer really depends on the conversation that you had with your orthodontist. You might have a fixed lingual retainer, you might have a hollow, you might have a clear retainer. We reviewed the pros and cons of all of these in a previous video, which I'll link out over here. But irrespective of what kind of retainer you got, it's really important to wear it right when you get your braces off, because you want to hold the teeth and allow for the bone to form around their new position. Just like how I stress hygiene and elastic wear when getting your braces on and through your journey, I can't stress it enough to wear your retainer as your orthodontist prescribes to maintain that beautiful smile that you have achieved and worked so hard for. Which takes me to our next point, our fifth tip or thing you can expect when getting your braces off. This is really just to put the ribbon on top of that smile, and I'm talking about teeth whitening. You'll be surprised when you get your braces off, your teeth will actually look a lot whiter than what you expected. And this is because of that glue and all the stuff that's on the teeth to hold the braces on. When we remove the braces, we're going to remove a lot of that glue, which will show your natural white tooth color under it. But some people might just want a little bit more whiter teeth. Well, I've made a whole video talking about this, but this is the prime time to get your teeth whitened. You don't want to get your teeth whitened while you're in braces because, like I said, you'd whiten basically everything except the part that's under the braces. But now that your braces are off, it's a great time to go and get your teeth whitened. What I generally recommend though is make sure that your gums and teeth are all healthy before you do this. This is because if your gums are puffy and you go ahead and you whiten your teeth, now when the gums shrink back to their natural position, less puffy, that area might not be whitened. So you want to make sure that your teeth are all healthy, your gums have all gone to their natural healthy position, and then you can whiten your teeth. I know everyone's itching to get their teeth whitened right when they get their braces off, but you might want to hang tight just a little bit longer so that you can have that beautiful result that we all want you to have. And the sixth, which is kind of a bonus, but probably the coolest part about getting your braces off, is you can eat whatever you want. It's time to enjoy all those foods that your orthodontist was badgering you not to eat throughout your braces journey. So yeah, I talked about a lot of negative things or things to be expecting and things like that, but there's a lot of awesome things. You have an amazing smile now that you can rock for the rest of your life. So go ahead and use those teeth to chew and eat those sticky and hard and crunchy foods that you've been waiting to eat for such a long time. Just remember to brush and floss after you do so to maintain really, really clean and healthy teeth. But those are pretty much all the tips and tricks I have for you guys when it comes to getting your braces off. If there's anything that I forgot to mention, please let me know in the comments of today's video. If you enjoyed it, go down there and hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. Like I said earlier, if you know anyone that would enjoy this video, be sure to share with them. But for now, Dr. Greg out.